Hello everyone and welcome to week 3 of The Artist Way. I recorded this video 3 times already because my old microphone wasn't working, but now I got my new one, so that's good, and I can finally sit down and tell you everything that I've experienced this week, this past couple of days, because it's been amazing, and I truly think that I've discovered something that I didn't expect about me. So, this third week is about recovering a sense of power, and it requires you to do many things related to your childhood. So, examining, for example, how did your childhood room look like? How did you look like as a child? Also, what was your favorite song, your favorite artist, your favorite movie? All these things. It involves doing deep thoughts, like going deeper into what you were before, and that's definitely reflected on my journaling, on my morning pages. There are quite a lot now. Wow, like I'm gonna have to buy a new one soon because I'm having a lot of fun with the morning pages. I cannot wait to go to sleep, wake up, and write them again. It's that good, the amount of knowledge that I'm getting out of this. And I started doing some thoughts about the things that I like as a kid, and I remember I must have been 3 years old or so, because I do remember when I was a very little child. And I used to watch the Moomins a lot. I think I've mentioned it in the previous episode. I don't quite remember. So I decided that I would watch episodes and things that I used to watch as a kid. And it's been really fantastic. Like watching the Moomins again, but in German. Because I want to practice my German also. Has been fantastic. Just from the first scene, the music... They just go like from an aerial view to the Moomin house, and it's full of snow. And as a kid, I didn't see snow because I lived on the beach, and I so wanted to. I used to tell my dad, "Let's go to snow. Let's go to the snow." And we were quite poor, so we didn't have money like to travel around. We didn't have money to do vacation, for instance. We used to visit my grandma for vacation, and that was it. And I always wanted to see snow. I mean, watching the Moomins and all of this sense of stillness, all of this calmness, all of these sort of magical properties of the forest in the series made me want to live in a place like this. And nowadays I can say I do. It's been snowing pretty much for 2 weeks, and I have been feeling a little bit sick, and I haven't been able to go out. And I work from home these past couple of weeks, so it's all right. But mostly from home. I have gone out, but not like to enjoy and jump on the snow, right? And it just made me realize how lucky I feel. Like I can actually see it, like something that is nature. And many people take for granted, I think. And it just made me feel how happy I am, how fulfilled I feel. And also I watched a couple of other things. For example, I don't remember the name in English. I think it's David the Gnome or something like that. And it's about a gnome that is living on his last years in this earth. And everything is about the forest. Everything is about animals, cute little animals and foxes and birds and horses and stuff. And it just filled me with a sense of awe. At some point in the Moomins, actually, there was this episode, I believe, that Moomin and his friends wake up early before their hibernation is over. So when they wake up, it's full of snow. Because I think somebody was stealing their wood or something, I don't remember. And they go somewhere in the middle of the night, full of snow, and they do this huge bonfire. And around the bonfire, you can see shades, like shadows. And as a kid, I remember I saw this, and I was super scared. So who are these? Like there was some primal fear in me, but also like interesting, you know. And when I watched this again, I got that feeling again. Like the feeling of awe, that feeling of I believe in spirits and in fairies again. And that feeling when I believed in the supernatural much more than I do now. And I kind of felt like ashamed of myself because I don't do it. And I think it's because, I don't know, everything in the world is so full of logic that you're discouraged to believe in these beautiful things. And I don't. I think that part of recovering my sense of power is going back to my roots, going back to who I used to be as a child and how I used to be as a child and what things I used to do. And it also made me realize about the people that keep me creative, the people that add on to my life, and who are my real friends as well. I talked to my neighbor when I was a kid, and we're still friends, and I realized that I kept her close to me these whole years. We've been close to like these whole years. Like we met when we were 3 or 4 or something like that, and we still close. It just made me feel happy about the things that I have, and it made me want to explore even more dreams I used to have as a kid. Because as a kid, for example, I wanted to do so many things. One of those things I think I mentioned it was playing the violin, and I didn't do it until I was 18 and I had my own money to buy my violin. So I do think that I go back every now and again to this idea that I want to go back as I was as a kid. I think I do that quite often. So it happens every now and again in certain stages of my life. It happened when I entered university, when I finished university, when I got diagnosed with lupus, for instance, because I do have lupus. I also did that. I spent some time listening to music, a lot of time listening to music. And I did now also. I listened to some of the music I used to listen when I was a kid, and it really made me feel almost like crying. Like, not because I'm sad, just because it was so beautiful. I was just overwhelmed. And yeah, so there is definitely something that I'm discovering. I'm excited. I'm excited what it will come out of this. And I don't think I want to stop the morning pages. I don't think I can live without this communication with my higher self. I don't. And it's just the 3rd week. So I don't know what's going to be like when the 12th week comes along. I don't want to be over with this. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and thank you so much for watching. If you did, I quite enjoyed talking to the camera, to be honest. And I think that things are going to be better next week. Let's see. I don't know what's going to be next week. That's the best thing of all. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this series, and if you're also doing the artist way, please let me know, because this is fantastic. And yeah, if you liked it, subscribe, click the bell, all the things, you know the drill. And I'll see you next week. Bye bye.